Hello, welcome to BWI. I got done watching SmackDown Live in what was an amazing show, but something that really stood out to me and had me questioning who it could be was the whole Luchadora mystery. It seems that SmackDown Live loves the attacking angle, so they stuck with it for the women. And this time it was Becky Lynch who was the latest victim to the person who she actually gave life to last week, which is oddly weird. If that even makes sense. So yeah, now when I was watching it, I was immediately wanting to make a video about who it could be. Now these three ladies on the screen, Naomi, Layla, and Mickey James, are the three who popped up immediately when I saw the face of La Luchadora. And I know two of those makes sense and one of them doesn't. But let's go ahead and see why. Now, if we take a look here, I'm gonna rule out Naomi first of all, because look at the hand. It's palish whitish, and Naomi is a darker skin color, not trying to say that in a mean way, but she just is. So I'm gonna rule her out. And the whole reason why I had her there in the first place though was because if you took a look at the face, it was a darker shade, and Naomi was just the first person to pop up in mind. And I'm not doing that to be racist. It's just like skin color, skin tone. But then we look at the hands, and if you guys want me to pull up a picture of Naomi's hands, I can, but they're not this pale or white. And the persons who were or who was Layla, as I was looking through the pictures and I tried to look. I didn't search up their hands. I searched up their mid sections, their torsos, the whole body pictures of them, and then they had hands. So I just kind of compared those. Now the hand is blurry, and I'll show a better picture of it ish later on in the video. But just take a look at the torso, the midsection, the body. It looks like it could be any of these two. Now, as I was doing my whole research, I came to see that, the face, first of all, to me, looked from the eyes, looked like Layla. It just did, and I'll go ahead and show the picture again. As you can see, like, if you could kind of look at the eye of Layla, and again, the picture's blurry, but it looks like it low key looks like it. And on the phone where I had it, actually, it looked the color of the eye was light brown. It was a lightish brownish color, and that's the color of Layla's eyes. And so is Mickey James, and so is Naomi's, or darkish brownish kind of. It looks light in the light, but that's why kind of like to me the first people that popped up were these ladies because they're tannish. They have the eye, that dark brown eyes. They have the nose kind of even looks like it could be any of these three. Although they all have distinct different noses, in the mask it looks like it could be these three ladies' nose. But then the lips, it kind of, they have thick lips, all of them too. So like it was just, I didn't know who. So that's why I had these three, because they came up to mind. But but again, the hands made me rule out Naomi, because although she's light-ish, her skin color is a bit more darker than the hands that were on the previous picture, as as I showed. But going back to the torsos, going back to the torsos, you can see that the shape kind of looks like it could be any of these two. And I'll pull up a better picture of Mickey's, because I'm leaning more towards it being Mickey James, and mainly because it's just more logical. But the hand, again, the skin color of the hand makes me question that might be the whole skin color of the body. It looks like it could be Layla, but I'm gonna rule out Layla from the whole equation, because she retired and she's 39 years old. She doesn't look like she's returning to the ring anytime soon. She hasn't teased anything. I don't think she's even made any appearances in wrestling at all. So I don't think it could be Layla. Although if it does end up being Layla, I will really mark out, you know. But yeah, I don't think it's Layla, sadly. And another name I heard was Tamina, though, which I'll probably make a different video about it. But in my opinion, it's this woman right here, Mickey James, and I put a side by side and just look at the way it's shaped. Look at, even though it's in opposite directions, look at her left curve right here on her hip, and I don't even know why I'm pointing. Like, I'm using my mouse, even though you can't see it. But if you look at the left part of Mickey James's torso, right in between the her bra and the belt, the left side of it, it's like a little, it's just a curve, and indents. Now, if you look at the right side of La Luchadora, where her hand, dissects her midsection, where she puts her hand in front, it kind of looks like she has that same curve on her right side, and as a wrestler, they're usually symmetrical. Um, so that's why it makes me think it's Mickey James. Although the thighs aren't as thick as Mickey James, but as we saw at her takeover match, she looked to have lost a bit of weight and she looked amazing, you know. But this is why I'm leaning more towards Mickey. The lighting made her face look darker, and so did the mask, shadow and all that. Uh, and the hair was a light brownish or just a brown color. So Mickey fits all the descriptions, all the depictions of La Luchadora. But this is just a little theory. This was my best way of trying to be a detective. So that brings me to the end of this video. I know it was short, but yeah. So if you enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up, like, share, subscribe, do all that good stuff. And please, please, please do tell me in the comment section, who do you think was the one dressed up as Luchadora? Again, I think it's Mickey James. It just all makes sense. She signed a contract. The whole picture looks like her. But yeah, I could be wrong, and you guys may have different opinions. So go ahead and sound off in the comment sections below. And until next time,